The depression that is going on worldwide is continuing to show its cracks. It is now becoming very apparent. I will discuss with you today some of those reasons why. Let's take a look at this. US GDP contracted at 1% pace in the first quarter. And this is directly from the US, their own statistics, saying that the downturn, though likely weather-driven, reflects the pattern of sluggishness. And it goes on. You can see this chart right here. I'll just scroll down and basically just showing you that it is a revised minus 1% for the first quarter of 2014. And then you can see all these other numbers, that many of them showing a positive relationship here. I would like to discuss why exactly anyone would believe that these figures are actually positive. When you have trillions of dollars being printed, where is the reality of the situation here? Now, it is not just the US that are facing these issues, it is all around the world. I'll talk to you today also about Canada. Canada January GDP recovers most of December's loss. So it goes into here, well, they aren't doing so well, but they did recover the loss from before. But you look at what the actual growth they're talking about, less than 1%. And again, that's with all the stimulus packages that are going on. Japan printing trillions of yen, the most stimulus they've ever done, and it is still, they're contracting as well. This is a reality of the situation. It's that no matter how much money you print, the real economy never sees the benefits of it. All it does is print money and puts it into the pockets of the bankers. That's the way it works. You can't print up dollar bills, throw it into the banking system, and expect it to somehow make it to the individual. It doesn't work like that because people are cash strapped. They're all the way in debt as far as they can go. How do the bankers expect them to take out any more money when they're right at the maximum? It doesn't work like that. The next crisis could be here soon. And this is out of The Guardian, basically saying the financial crisis come around every 7 years or so, and if history is a guide, we should be seeing it sometime soon. I definitely agree with this, saying that look, we haven't even recovered from the previous crash, and already we're due for another one very soon. And this is something that we need to look at, whether or not this is the big crash, the collapse that many of us have been waiting for. It does signal the fact that we are due for another one, whether this is just a cycle that repeats over and over again. So whether it will be that big crash or just another one of these recessions, the economy effectively cannot take this because they are hurting so bad already. There's no growth, although the certain assets like the equities market are maybe doing well overall. It doesn't really represent the real economy, as I've gotten to in many other times. Here are the unemployment numbers, and what this shows is that consistently, month over month, they have been reporting a declining unemployment rate in the United States. If anyone believes this, I really have to think about where you're coming from on this. It doesn't make any sense because the real economic factors, as I've discussed many times before, show otherwise. And if you want to take a look at what the real reason, why the real reason is that these numbers have been falling consistently, it is that after 1 year, they drop off the statistics. If you've been looking for work for 1 year and you haven't found a job, you're somehow wiped off the statistics. That doesn't make a single ounce of sense, but that's the way they've been doing it. If you go to Shadow Stats reports all of the real numbers using the methods they used in 1980 and 1990, and they show you the real truth. And the real truth is that the unemployment numbers are increasing. When you use the way that John Williams tallies up these statistics, the unemployment rate is slowly and steadily increasing. That's the reality of the situation, and it is unfortunately getting worse. We're due for another crash, as I've said, whether it's the big one or whether it's just another one, another recession, we're due for one soon. I hope that you'll want to get more information like this. It is on the Money GPS Insiders. These emails here are very short. It'll take you no more than a minute or two to read through, and it basically will inform you. It's an extension of the work I've done in my book, and hope to see you all on there. That is at themoneygps.com. At the bottom, you fill in your email address, and I'll talk to you soon.